Hello friends, and welcome back to another monthly TBR video. For July, I will be choosing my TBR with the help of my TBR jar yet again. I normally try to switch it up each month and choose my TBR in a different way, but I low-key feel like using a TBR jar is one of the most fun ways to choose your TBR because you get to randomly choose a prompt, I get to read the prompt, I just get excited with prompts. So I have my little TBR jar right here ready to go. I will be choosing, as always, 5 prompts. I think that 5 prompts are good enough. I normally read around 5 up to 6 books each month. If it is a good reading month, I might even read 7 books, but it just depends. It depends. Also, as always, I will be choosing books both from my physical TBR and from my Kindle. Gotta make use out of my KU subscription. Also, KU has some really good books. So without further ado, let's start choosing our prompts. Do I have more than 5 prompts in here? Yes, I do. We're good. So prompt number 1. Let's go. A book I've had for a while. I think that I should find a book from my physical TBR. I already know that the books that I have for the longest time are The Truth About Melody Brown by Lisa Jewell and The Man I Think I Know by Mike Gale. But I have been avoiding these books. If I'm being honest with myself, I just have been avoiding them. I don't really know if I want to read them, especially this one. Also, fun fact about this book, I never purchased it. I had ordered books from a secondhand bookstore. I don't remember the name of that bookstore. It was, I think, an online one from the UK. I had chosen another book, and instead of that, they sent me this. So, in my defense, I never personally picked this book up. But here we are. I'm stuck with this book. Maybe it's going to be a great book if I just give it a chance. Also, the font. The font is very pleasant. It is not tiny. So maybe I could give it a go. Or is it going to be hella boring? I don't know. Which one should I do? Or maybe I should just go ahead and unhaul them. I think this book is about a woman in her early 30s that has also a child. And when she was a kid, her house burned down and the fire took all of her memories with it. And now she remembers nothing before her 9th birthday. That's when the fire broke out, when she was 9 years old. Yes, she has a 17-year-old son. And then one night, something extraordinary happens. Whilst attending a hypnotist show with her first date in years, she faints and then she starts to remember things. So maybe that could be interesting. It has the element of mystery in it. So I think that would be a fun read. Plus there is a little ice cream up here. Maybe that's a bit random, but you know, summer ice cream. That works, right? Maybe I should read it. Yes, I will give it a go. And if I don't read it, maybe it is my time to unhaul it, perhaps. So, choice number 1, The Truth About Melody Brown. I'm nervous. I don't know if I want to read it, but I should try to give it a go. It has been here over a year, so. Prompt number 2, hopefully the second prompt is going to be a more fun one, and I'm going to choose a more interesting book that I really want to read. A less popular book. I think a book from my Kindle library would be appropriate for that prompt, because here I feel like most of the books are pretty popular. Okay, there is this book called Isabella, which is, I think, a standalone, and it must be a fantasy book. It has only 22 ratings on Goodreads. I don't even remember how I found this book. Maybe one of my Goodreads friends read it and I saw the rating? No. Maybe I randomly found it on KU. That could be the case as well. I don't remember. But I just love the cover, and also I remember that I loved the plot. Love, betrayal, and the fate of a kingdom hang in the balance. Queen Isabella must put aside her heart and marry the prince of a neighboring kingdom to secure an army for her people. But fate has other plans when a past love, James Inglewood, surfaces in her life. As a dark enemy threatens her beloved kingdom, Isabella must navigate treacherous politics and a potential traitor in her midst. With fear and doubt clouding her heart, she clings to her faith in God to see her through. But will her kingdom survive the darkness, and can she trust the man she has chosen to be her husband? Fans of historical fantasy and political intrigue will be captivated by this thrilling taste of love and duty. Okay, it sounds really good. This is going to be my second choice. Isabella. Yep, I also want to give less popular books a chance and smaller authors a chance. I don't think that any author is less than a bigger author, obviously. If I'm being honest, some authors that are not that popular can very much be more talented than super popular authors that, I don't know, pay their way through fame, if that makes sense. I have read books that are less popular and they are fantastic, so I really want to continue giving these type of books a chance. So Isabella is going to be my second choice, and let's choose prompt number 3. A 5-star prediction. Okay, that is a very exciting prompt. Why do I feel like I have gotten this prompt again? Alright, a 5-star prediction. Which book do I own that I think is gonna be a 5-star? I think that I had this prompt last month and I chose As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, and it was 5 stars. Why do I have the same prompt again? Guys, we're not doing it. We're gonna choose another prompt. No, not doing it second month in a row. This will be boring for you. So, prompt number 3. I cannot believe it. A less popular book? Didn't I just have this prompt? What is wrong with me? I'm writing the same... Okay. I think that sometimes I want to refill my jar and I refill it with prompts that I have already written. This is ridiculous. Okay, let's choose again. Prompt number 3. Hopefully this is not something that I have chosen again. Partner chooses. He's at work. He won't answer my text. What was I even thinking? No, oh my god, I'm running out of prompts. Are you kidding me? A book not many talk about. This is the exact same prompt, like a less popular book, isn't it? Let me try again and hopefully the next prompt is not gonna be that similar. Please don't click off the video, I swear. This next prompt is gonna be bomb. Start a new series. First book in a series. Okay, now we're talking. Am I in the middle of a ton of our series? Yes. Am I going to start another series? I guess so. I guess I will. Okay, let's see. Fear the Flames is a series. This Woven Kingdom is part of a series. Beartown, The Nightingale, but these two are very wintry, I feel like, so I'm not gonna choose them. What else? Let's check out the KU library. I actually really want to start this Woven Kingdom because I have seen my YouTube friend Sarah raving about this series and I really want to start it. Fun fact, I have kind of started this. I had downloaded at some point the sample on my Kindle and I read like the first few pages and I remember that I was like, huh? What? Maybe I was very tired. I think that I was not getting what was happening in the first few pages. I think that it was just late at night and I had downloaded the sample and I was kind of half awake and half sleeping and I was trying to make sense of a new fantasy book. This is not a good idea. No, it's never a good idea to start a new fantasy book late at night when you are hella tired. So our main character is a servant. Her name is Aliza, but she's hiding a secret. She's the long lost heir to an ancient Jinn kingdom. I think jinns are the magical beings that are going to be found in this story. I don't know their powers or anything. I don't remember what they are. Then our main guy, I guess, is Kamran, the crown prince. He has heard some prophecies. He knows of the fearsome monster promised to kill his king. He grows suspicious of Aliza, and the more he learns about her, the harder it is to turn away. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be drop dead gorgeous, so of course he cannot turn away. So this story is about clashing empires, forbidden romance, which we love, and a long forgotten queen. Sounds good. Also the cover is pretty. I love roses. So we have chosen 3 prompts so far. Prompt number 4, a book from Kindle library. Okay, I was already doing that. But anyways, I'm not gonna throw this prompt away as well because I have so many fails here today. So a book from my Kindle library. Let's see. Okay, I have been reading the duology Peaches and Honey by the author called Rita, and I have been loving them. So I want to read more books from her, and there is a book from her called Everlong. Maybe I could read that. Okay, this took way longer than I thought that it would. I was searching a book from Kindle that I want to read like a maniac for the past few minutes. So I decided that I will continue reading the Kindred's Curse series. The first book is called Spark of the Everflame. I have read the first 2 books in the series, and the third book is called Heat of the Everflame. I remember that the main character was super annoying in the second book, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the third book in the series. Hopefully I won't have the urge to DNF it or something. So if you have no clue about this book, we're following DM Bellator. She lives in a mortal world colonized by the gods and ruled over by the Descended. The Descended are the offsprings of the gods. They have magical powers. They are the ones who are in charge. Then her mother, DM's mother, disappears, and DM suddenly realizes that her mom was hiding stuff from her. She was hiding things. But we're just following DM, who is trying to realize what is happening with herself because she has been brought up as a simple mortal girl, even though she does look a bit different than the other mortals. But that is the fourth book that I will choose to continue this series, which is part of KU. And let's choose the fifth and final prompt for the month of July. A book from my sister's TBR. I remember some of the books that she has. First of all, this book is from her TBR, Before We Say Goodbye, which is part of the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I think they are interconnected standalones. So I could either read this. She also has The Women by Chris and Hannah. But you know what? Since I have Before We Say Goodbye here, I think I should choose Before We Say Goodbye. I have already read Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I loved that book. It was simply written yet beautiful. I'm pretty sure that most of you will be familiar with this series. It is about a coffee shop in Tokyo. I think it is in a small alley of Tokyo. And if you visit this coffee shop, you have the chance to sit at a specific seat. And with the help of magic, you get to travel in the future. If I'm not mistaken, you travel in the future or in the past. You can travel in time. I don't remember if you go back in the past or if you go to the future, but you have a limited amount of time in that different timeline that you have traveled to. You can stay there only until the coffee gets cold. So each character is visiting a different person that holds a special place or an important place in their lives, and they get to see them again, but they only have a limited amount of time with them. And I feel like this book is the type of book that gives you subtle life lessons. It is wholesome and moving, simply written yet beautiful, that leaves an impact. That's what the first book in this series felt like to me. So this is the next book that I'm gonna read. I'm pretty sure this is not the second book, obviously, in the series, but hey, this is the one that my sister had. I picked it up, I have it here, so why not read it? So Before We Say Goodbye is going to be my fifth choice. And these are going to be all of the books that I will be reading, hopefully reading during July. So we have The Truth About Melody Brown, we have Isabella, This Woven Kingdom, Heat of the Everflame, and Before We Say Goodbye. So this is my July TBR, pretty all over the place. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel super summery, and then I have a few different genres in it. But you know what? It is good to have a variety of options and choices when it comes to our TBR. So these are my choices. Let me know down in the comments some of the books that you are planning on reading during July. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you have reached this part of the video, comment down below this emoji. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye friends!